Franky Lee Singleton, boatswain's mate, second class. Actually, I was boot camp in August, September, and October, and it was like 2 or 3 times that they wouldn't even let us go out and march on. They called it the grinder, which was a solid concrete pad where we marched, and it was too hot to march. So, but that was quite an experience too. Boot camp, when you first go in San Diego, there's 2 sections of boot camp. There's one that's when you first go in, you have to wash your own clothes, clean the barracks, change your sheets. You do everything, and that was quite. I'd never washed my clothes before. Mother'd always washed the clothes, but it was quite funny because we were in get up reveille one morning. We didn't get into bed till like 2:30 in the morning. They hold reveille at 5 o'clock. Well, they come in and you're just dog tired. You know, you're sleeping and everything's real quiet. And they come in, flip the lights on, and this adjutant, which helps your company commander, he comes in. He grabs a 5-gallon trash container, which is tin, picks it up, slams it against the floor, and everybody just scares everybody to death. You jump out of your rack and he's screaming, "Fall in, fall in, fall in!" So you stand tall at the end of your rack. Well, we had these little Filipinos that was there in our company, and they didn't have any time to put their pants on. So they're standing at the end of the rack and tried to put their pants on, and the adjutant comes up to them and just chews them up one side and down the other. And that's quite funny. And then he'd turn his back and start the other way. Well, they start pulling the pants up again. It's funny. So, but you know, you just got to learn when you're in boot camp to do what you're told and keep your mouth shut, and you'll have no trouble. But it was quite exciting. And then you get to go over the bridge. It was like a little creek that ran through boot camp, and they had built a bridge over it, so you go on the other side and it's a completely different world. And they do your washing and all that stuff, and you just have to march and go to classes and eat. So that was it's good to get to the other side. Well, it was sort of funny, while we were in boot camp, over the bridge, as we called it, there was like 3 officers. I can't remember what grade they were, but anyway, they'd come to our barracks and they'd look up on the hill. In San Diego, you're sort of down in a I want to call it a holler. It's a low place, and up on the hills where all regular people live. They're not military. And there was a lady that was laying out in a 2-piece bathing suit, and they used to come every day and check her out. They had binoculars to do that, and I thought that was quite funny. And you also have to serve in doing special duty, and my assigned duty was to work in the galley with the cooks, and I was there, and the cook that was cooking and preparing food, we got to eat before the rest of the troops, and he said, "We're having steak, how do you want your steak cooked?" And I said, "Fried." And he said, "What?" And I told him what kind of steak I'd had. I'd never had nothing other than a minute steak. My mother had cooked it. And he said, "Boy," said, "I'm going to fix your steak for you." And he fixed it medium rare, and I made it that way ever since. It was great. So.